Alright, we're going to give this a go. Hopefully it works. Start off with a welcome. A couple slow frames, but no frame drops yet. Nearly 2 hours after schedule, but you know, that happens. Let's see if it behaves. Let's find out. Parts, which I've already sorted into colors for this. So let's see what happens. What square am I going to start with? I think I'll start with the red one at the top. These out. Switch to here. And let's start placing bricks. Okay, so that's the red part down. Hello. Just put the red back down. This was a mosaic that I started putting together the parts I had a few weeks ago, but I've dismantled it so that I could build it from scratch today, because I now should have all the parts I need to complete it. And going for 6 minutes, I've had 10 frame drops. It's better than 2000 in 10 minutes, while on a starting soon screen, I've got to say. Got a yellow corner, got a green corner, got a medium blue corner. Sword mode is at the ready. All good. Nice. Nice. That goes there. There. Closer in. Switch tabs back. Finish off that edge. So there's that outside square done. And I suppose for VOD purposes I could talk about my method, I suppose. Anyone wants to know how I got from A to B with this? Alright, so it started with this. So we have Pick Stitch, who is another Maker and Crafter on Twitch. Let me flick to that tab and scroll down. Hope that works. Yep. So on his Pinterest, you can see a bunch of designs there. Let me flip back to this window while everything pauses. All right, welcome back, Elix. Yeah, it's kind of working. Still got some slow frames, and the CPU is still doing its thing, but only 10 frame drops, not 2,000. So that's all good. And so yeah, from here, if we look at the Lego fan art, there's a whole bunch of pixel art here that can be done as cross stitches, can be done as a Lego mosaic, all on a 16 by 16 pixel size. And so there you see, this is Pix's Pinterest. So if you have a look there, you'll see the Lego brick design there. So I took that and I'll hide this for a second. And so then I used Lego Digital Designer because I'm old school and haven't gotten onto Studio yet. And on the left, you'll see where I replicated it as single bricks from his design. And on the right, I've then tweaked it into 2x4 bricks, 1x2 bricks, 1x6 bricks, etc. And I also tweaked the design very slightly. If you look at the top corners of the front of the brick, I just kind of made those lines stay at the same angle instead of having that slight little curve at the end. So just kind of matching the angle of the black lower edge of each side of the brick. The number of pixels in each color stayed the same. It's just a matter of where that pixel is. So for example, in the top left, you'll see a lime square dropped down one space and the green moved above it into its spot. So basically that's what I started with. And then I basically took that and turned it into the image you can see in the corner that I'm working on. And I did a rough build with what I had on hand. And then on my digital file, I saved a copy of it and then deleted what I had. And so that then left me with this. And so that, what you see on screen is basically the Lego that I didn't immediately have to hand, ready to chuck in there. So then I went to Brick Resales, and Kara, if you can quickly find a link and chuck that in the chat, that would be great. They do have a website. For Brick Resales. because then I went there on the weekend and grabbed a whole bunch of parts, including a whole lot of Technic for a future. That's hidden. Let me do this. A whole bunch of Technic for a future project. Basically, they sell used Lego by the kilo, and you just sit there and just dig through and find what you need. You'll always see people there with printed out instructions or like the parts list from the back of Lego instructions, and they go through sort of marking off what they found so that they can then replicate a build. And so what I did was from this file where I had all the bricks that I still needed, I then arranged it like that on my screen and basically saved a screenshot of that to my phone and took that with me to the shop so that I knew what I was looking for. And with the colors and the limitations, for example, with the medium blue on the right, it's hard to find parts for that all the time. So for some of those 2x4 bricks, I've actually gone with 1x4 plates and then raised them up on other plates to sort of make a fake brick, just to bring them up to the level of all the bricks on the mosaic that I've got. And I started doing that and then realized that I needed bricks to go around the outside. So around the outside edge needs to be brick so that when you look at the edge of it, you don't see the stripes from the different plates. So I did have to find a few bricks. But the other thing with using plates, so here's another example of my beautiful 1x6 brick, which is actually several plates joined together. The top layer is what I bought at brick resales. The bottom ones are just out of my stash. And so because they charge by weight, it was cheaper to find the plates in the sizes I needed to then work on this design. And so in another tab, I've basically got Lego Digital Designer open. And I'll then use that. And the same with the plates here. You'll see that this is part of the design where there's blue and black side by side, but on a 2x4 footprint. So I've made that into basically a 2-color brick. Okay. Recenter my image on the part I'm doing. I'll rotate it to match the base plate I'm actually looking at, because that'll be helpful. That goes there. That goes there. Goes there. There. I did originally, when I first built this from scratch, I had a different shade of blue in mind here from the Pick a Brick wall at Dreamworld, but it wasn't as useful in the choice of parts for what I needed, and also this matches the design better, and I'll show why in a second for what this also references. Okay, that goes there. This. There's a 1x6 there. One by one. Okay, the other 1x6 runs there. Yeah, so there is some discoloration on some of these bricks because they are used. The shop does wash them and everything, but you do still end up with some color variance due to age and UV and other factors. Right, there. And I've got one more. 1x2 section. Where does that go? Over here. Alright, so that's the blue there. Yeah, so brick resales are in Cooper's Plains. They're very close to the train station, so it was very handy for me on Saturday to head up there and spend a few hours. It's very easy to spend a bit of time there. Put some of these black 1x8 sections in just to fill that out. It's never a dumb question. I've been using Edge. I was using Chrome. Chrome was terrible for lurking on people while I was doing other stuff. I've been using Edge. It seems to be a little bit faster. It's got less lag when I watch streams. Hello, Danny. Welcome on in. Welcome to Lego time. And thank you, Kara, for the shout out. Opera. I do have Opera on here as well. Doing pretty good. Had some technical issues a while ago, but everything seems to be going okay. Still holding it. Not Opera, but Opera GX. Okay, I'll have a look at for that one. Thanks, Elix. That goes there. There. Put those in place. Oh, that does sound very handy. The 1x3 lives there. Alright, that's the green locked in. So according to LDD, there's about 390 odd parts in this mosaic. Of course, because I've designed it digitally as bricks, that piece count doesn't include where I've cheated and layered plates. So there'll be a few more than that. But still, any mosaic using a base plate requires 1024 pixels or studs. So even with 2x4 bricks, you're going to need a lot of parts to fill a plate. I'm going to look for very quickly is, yeah, it is very, very pixely. So this started as a pick stitch 16 by 16 image of a brick. I've replaced all the colors because what I'm also referencing when this is done, actually, I might keep that a surprise for now. If we'll see if anyone has any guesses as we go. I can't remember who might already know. Um, and I did try screen sharing with Lego Digital Designer, but the software did not like it. It would show up in color and then it would sort of black out if I changed the cursor or camera angle within the building software. So basically, I've just got it not full screen, and I've got chat in the background where I can still read what's going on. So inside the green, you'll need a whole lot of these pink bricks, and we do have ads coming up. In theory, ads have been a bit weird lately. Twitch has been a bit weird lately. But yes, it's a good chance to stretch legs, have a quick bathroom break, grab a snack, and you're all of the above. You won't miss any Lego building. We'll minimize that. Actually, no, I'll bring that back. Just making sure I've got my head wrapped around which bits are which. Yep, okay. And then purple for the top one. Got all those. Good. See you back here in 2-ish minutes. Okie dokie. Ads should be gone. So now let me bring back Digital Designer. There we go. And start looking at where these go. Goes there. Ah, yes. Korg was here when I first attempted to go live. And everything balked. Oh, and in comes Welcome Raiders. Let me do this for a second. Hello, welcome. Cheers for the follow. Oh, that's dangerous. The table that this laptop is on is a little bit wobbly, so apologies for that. My name's Bricko, as I've started to be called, and I build Lego. That's about it. And today we are working on I'll flip back to that view so you can see where I'm pointing. We're building a mosaic. Lego, never heard of it. Yeah, it's a Danish toy. It's a new Danish toy from like the in this form, the 50s. And yeah, doing a pick stitch brick repeated 4 times. So instead of a 16 by 16, we're doing a 32 base plate. We're getting four images, and the original. I'll bring that back. Go back to that and make it visible. So that's the original pick stitch design on the left, and my LDD brick built on the right, where I tweaked, simplified which bricks to use, so 2x4s instead of single dots, and then I made a minor tweak in 2 of the corners, just to get some lines a little bit more parallel. So I changed 2 pixels basically, but now I'm just repeating this 4 times in a selection of colors. And I started this a few weeks ago, but didn't have enough parts. And basically went. We've got a store kind of near me, It's a few stations up the train line, called Brick Resales, and you can buy loose Lego by the kilo. It's all been washed and sorted, and yeah. So now I'll hide the image again. I'll go back to that scene. Well, they've got scales, yeah. So it's $55 a kilo, which if you're buying things like some Technic beams, it can work out cheaper than Bricklink. My brother works about a kilometre away from it, and he has been using it for sourcing parts for various Technic mocks and rebrickable things that he's got instructions for. He'll duck in there every once in a while and just try and fill up on parts. Yeah, there's quite a few that work out a lot cheaper when you buy it by weight. Some things obviously don't. But yeah, you go in, they have Ziploc bags, and you walk around, fill up what you want, and they weigh it at the checkouts and tell you what the damage is. And they often bring along some of their stock to shows like BBX. They had a table near the exit in the retail area, and so they'll sell parts and things there as well. Get that to stick down. That one there. Just make sure I'm getting all the right pixels down in the right spots. Where's this one? That one goes there. There. Single dark pink there. And leave those studs there. Alright, it's coming together. It should be a few more. Why is that? Something looks wrong at the top of this brick here. Ah, there it is. Missing one. That goes there. No worries. Thanks for coming in with the raid. Happy time zones to everyone. And try to have fun at work. Goes in there, goes in there. A whole bunch of 1x3s, which again I've layered up with plates to yes, and Scotty, if you've got to raid and run, don't feel you need to stick around. It would be pretty late at night over your way. Yes, eat, stretch, hydrate, sleep. G'day, RC. Welcome on in. Good to see ya. And let's see if I caught anyone else. Who else came in and chatted? We had Becca. Okay, Yellow Witch, Smorf, Prowl, Alex, Karen, Scotty, Spidey's here. I have a very small chat window to scroll through. I think. Okay, cool. Yeah, apologies if I don't catch everyone. My chat window is about an eighth of my screen, unless I sort of duck out and watch on Twitch. I don't want to freak out my browser too much though, while everything's behaving. Oh, and we have a cheers. Thanks, RC, and have a good night, Mr. Harrell. Hey, and Josh is here as well. Cheers. I am well, Josh. It is 5:30 on a Friday. Had some technical issues this afternoon trying to get the stream started, but we're working away. Now you're lurking away. It's pretty good, Josh. I mean, I don't work Fridays, so I got to sleep in and all that. And it's now raining here, I think, or it was trying to. So yeah, Fridays are good. And now it's Lego time. It is still raining, apparently. So it's Lego time. Working on this mosaic, and then it was my birthday earlier in the week, and my brother gave Bricko a Dobby. Well, my brother and his wife and daughter, so my brother's family combined, got me a Dobby. So that will be built after this. You do work, but you usually knock off early. Bevies and then home for games. Oh, nice. And g'day, Taz. And thanks, RC, for the birthday wishes. That was on Monday. So that goes there. Putting in a few of these bricks as I see where they're meant to go. All starting to take shape. The handy thing with the black bricks in this design is that they're the same on each brick. It's the colours in the background colours that change. One goes there. One goes there. Alright, I think that's all of those ones. another over here, and here, and here, and here. Thank you, Kara. Thank you for the hydrate. Alright. And sometimes it's nice when there's a repetitive part of a Lego build because you can just. Oh, off by. Stop. Yeah, I got the cheers. I cracked into my bolter. XPA. Nice and comfortable in a build time 13 stubby holder. And I think we're out of black parts. So there's our brick outline done. Next brick, I'll work on this one because it's right here. Purple. It's not always easy to find the right quantities of purple bricks when you need them. And there's quite a bit of purple and lavender in this brick here. And this g'day Taz, how's it going down south? There, one there. Nice. Good to have a relaxing night. Oh. We're getting some rain here today, which will help keep things a little on the cooler side. That goes there. That goes there. Now let's just test the clutch power of some of those bricks. Okay. I have found in the past when doing mosaics that 1x1 bricks often can vary a little bit in how they clutch to a base plate. Base plates only have half-height studs on them. So sometimes, the tiniest fraction of a millimeter in tolerance can really affect brick staying in place. I have had mosaics where I flip it upside down and a piece will drop off, and then you replace it with another part of the same size, same color, and it works fine. And some of these orange bricks, I think, are recent purchases, so we will see how they go. No worries, Taz. Lurk away. Much love to lurkers. Where does this piece go? Right there. And then for this brick, I had yellow here. For this one, I've gone with bright yellowish orange for its highlight piece, just so that each brick has two different colors that are different to the background colors on any other given square. So that means there's 13 colors all up, including the black outline. And just from past experience, orange is a color where the 1x1s have had issues grabbing onto base plates. So let's do that again. Let's see. Oh, nothing falls off. We are down to the last panel. Let's see if I can get all these pieces down before we get hit with the ad break. Which is in 5-ish minutes. And then I'll have another stretch and snack break. And if this is done, we should be back for the pardon me, the Dobby build. That's great. That's great. And with that, and that, and that, and that, we are done. That is my 4 times brick mosaic. And hang on. Here is the bearded man himself. Cheers. Skull. and a hydrate. Evening build time. So I'll move that out of the way. Kara's on a roll, keeping up with streamers and shoutouts. Thank you for that, Kara. Right, so there's the finished build, which he's lurking at the gym. So yes, we've finished this. I'm going to snooze the ads for a bit. There we go. So this started with the 16 by 16 design by Pix, which I've then tweaked slightly up in that corner and that corner. So making this line and that line match the lower angles, and then obviously swapping all the colors out, because the colors I've been going for, let's see if I can get this to work without balking too much. Actually, I think, oh, no, I'll just save the image. Because then, yep, so it started life as a 16 by 16 pixel art design. But what I was inspired by for the colors to reference was this. So we have a Queen album up space, and I will actually hide that, and I'll change that image to that one. There we go. That's better. So we've got the purple on red, the pink on green, the light grey on yellow, and the orange on blue, referencing the Queen album layout. Because I'm nerdy like that. Yes, you heard me. I'm a nerd. I was like, surely there's a music album that, because I wanted to do the 4 panels. I was like, surely there's a music album that I can kind of copy the color scheme. When I saw that one, I was like, oh, that's really cool. Simple colors, easy to do in Lego, and it fits with my other. So this will be on display next weekend. There's a pop-up show in Acrobat just on Saturday. It'll go along with my other mosaics like that one. Or for the really nerdy, replicating completely black album covers in Lego. because I will commit to a joke. So that's the mosaic. Thank you everyone for coming in with the raid and hanging around, or for dropping by afterwards. That took care of, always commit to a bit. Gotta do it. So I'll leave that there. When I come back from ads, I will be cracking open my brother's birthday present to me. Camera. Yes, and build time. You just said yes earlier with hold the Lego up to the camera. Which Lego did you want held up to the camera? The camera. Hold the Lego up. All the Lego. There we go. Yes, that one. That one. Yeah, so there's the mosaic. Brick built, although if you were here earlier, you would see I didn't actually have all of these colors in bricks. So some of these 2x4s, for example, are actually plates, just layered 3 thick, so that they look like a brick from on top. But yeah, the 32 by 32 base plate is 10 inches, so slightly smaller than a real vinyl album, but they make a really cool mosaic size to easily pack flat and easily transport around when you're taking them somewhere. So that's that. I'm going to have another cheers for myself. And yes, ads are incoming shortly. So I will be back very, very shortly. Don't go too far. We'll be back with Dobby the House-Elf. See you in a bit. Okay, I am back. I have had chocolate. We will edit this image up here to be this little guy. Get myself comfortable here slightly. Okay, so actually I'll also I think I already did that. I think I already put all these figures in. If we go exclamation set, it should, yep. So if anyone ever wants to do or wants to find out like the details of a set I'm building, I try and update exclamation set to have the set number, the name of the set, the theme, what year it's released, and how many pieces. So there's 403 pieces according to brickset.com in Dobby the House-Elf. It does look to me like they've padded the piece count a little bit by how they've made this it looks like a birthday cake of some kind. Let's see what the experience is like. There we go. Stickers. Sure, on one of the I've got the phoenix and I've got the owl little sculptures, and I'm sure one of them had a sticker for the nameplate, and one was a print. I wish they would just print. It's a cool little book, and it has stayed flat and not been squished. 1, 2, 3 bags. But it looks like bags. Yeah, bags 1 and 2 make Dobby. Bag 3 makes the stand, the book, and the cake. So I'm going to start with bag 3. That's what I'm going to do. Ooh, and okay, yep, they are in there. Cool. Starting with bag 3. Move my mouse out of the way. Let's see how we go. Put those up to one side. And let's get ready to go. It's interesting that they would put the book instructions on Dobby first, and then a stand? You would think you would build the stand first.
Now, yes, I will commit to the bit and give Dobby a suck.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, there was a sock in here anyway on standby. 4 curved plates around the base. Okay, and then some more over the top layer to lock those bricks in. And a red plate on one side. That's probably there just so we align things and don't get mixed up. That's where things are going. And then a whole bunch of little quarter rounds and 2x2 curved tiles. Just to fill out the rest of the platform. Alright, that's that. And now time for the dreaded stickers. There we go, I had a brick separator lying around. There is a brick separator with the set. That's unusual, they've started putting them almost in everything now. Okay. And the nameplate goes on Dobby. Yeah, there's the platform. Let's check it out here for now. Then we've got a book. Whole lot of clips. Flat tile to go there. Maybe the cover of the book. It's a little bit hard to stick down. Gold heart tiles are a nice little detail in the corner. They also stick out past the edges of the plate. It's a little different. Here comes the trifecta. 1, 2, cheers. Skull. And then gotta keep hydrated. Thanks for that, mate. Alright then, stickers of... I don't even know what this is meant to be. Some sort of weird symbol on the sticker. It's been too long since I've seen the movies to know what goes with that. Is that meant to be like a crest or a... What is that? And which way is it? Which orientation is it being placed? Well, I'll do what the book says. Go. And this will go... So if I'm looking at it that way, it goes that way. Okay, I'll take your word for it. And then we'll put one of these underneath. That clips on there. The other side of the book is going to be exactly the same. Gold hearts in the corner. There it is. And this tray here, if anyone's wondering, is from a set of 6 puzzle sorting trays sold by Kmart here in Australia for $10. And this sticker goes on here. And the bottom of the book says Tom Marvolo Riddle. Okay. Yeah, so they're about 24 centimeters by 19-ish. Come in red, orange, yellow, green. I think there's a blue one and a purple one. There's 6 colors anyway, and it's pretty much the rainbow. And they're slightly stackable inside each other. I use them for minifig Mondays just to keep each week's minifigs contained to go through. But they're nice and handy with the edge so that stuff doesn't, go everywhere on the table. The other sorting trays that I got at Kmart were... I don't know where I put one. I had them recently for a build. It's basically a three little square bowls joined together. They're a party tray from the party section, but they make a handy device for just loosely sorting types of Lego, separating bricks and plates when you're doing a build. Okay, so there's the book, which obviously doesn't fold completely shut because it's got to fit a sock inside it. Yeah, it's probably the link that Kara just put is what I'm using. Alright, time to bake a cake. Do you want to build a birthday cake? you wanna go to Kmart and look at Lego minifigs? There was a long delay before Kara just went, no. No, Kara does not want to go look at minifigs. I'm going to decorate a cake. Okay, interesting using these rounded plates just to, because there's gaps in the between studs on these larger rounded plates, so this is just to sort of fill that edge out a bit as it builds up to the next layer. Clever. Oh yes, the other tray. The other tray is a party food tray that cost me a whole $2. And it's a nice quality plastic too. Hang on, what's cheers time already? Oh, he's mixing it up. Hang on, what have I done wrong? I've done that wrong. I think, have I? Maybe. Still 3 minutes on. Okay, interesting. I thought they all had the same. I thought Cheers and Skål had the same cooldown. But there's a Cheers, and here's a Hydrate. Yeah, I was sure they had. That's weird. Much confused. So Doge. As am I looking at. Oh, I see what I've done. I see what I've done. There's a purple flower there, and then a green stud there, and so you go yellow, green on that layer, and then here I've continued yellow, green, yellow, yeah, green, purple. I can't even. What are colors? I can just turn that around. So there we go. Because the colors are just meant to alternate as you go around the cake, and I was just stuck in the pattern of just going one after the other. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah. Nearly did it again. Alright, so those are there, and then we get red dots on top of all the pale green. 10 of those. Right, and now we get a 2 times instruction to do some more lavender and pale green. So the lavender ones are actually a flower piece. So it kind of looks a bit more like an icing decoration than just the plain pale green stud. And then what are we doing? Right, just alternating those colours around the outside. But again, make sure you pay attention, Bricko, and look at which colours are alternating with which. Otherwise, you'll get confused. So it's easier if I just do it that way and go, okay, both purples either side of an existing green. And we put two greens either side of an existing purple. And it should all work out. Now there's some hiding back from where I'm sitting. I can't see these parts. There we go. Okay, so that now comes down as a middle layer of the cake, and then the same again. And then for the top, it's all lavender flowers. Oh, it's lavender flowers all over the top, that's for sure. And then the red one, there, and there. There. Kind of spaced out, so we've got one spare red, one spare purple, one spare that green, and then that comes down onto that. So that's looking pretty tasty and cakey meringue already. Oh, nice. And then we get a clear cake stand to put it on. So there's some birthday cake. Thanks, Kara. Okay, now what does it say? Because it's just under her name. Right, that is now saying 5 minutes for cheers and 10 minutes for score. They should both be on 10 minutes. But anyway, cheers and score. That's weird. Alright, so we've got the cake, we've got the book, we've got the stand. It's time for Dobby. But it will also be time for Bricko to stretch, because we do have ads incoming very shortly. I'll get the book out and remember where I placed bag one so it can be found again. Tip that out into the tray. Including all the smaller pieces. So I still have to dig through them a little bit when I get back. I'm not sorting them or knolling them, but yeah, they'll be there when I get back. I'm going to go grab myself a snack while I stretch, and we'll see you very soon. Don't go too far. Okay, I'm back. I left, came back, and it's then said, "Oh, ads are now running." I was like, "You said ads were running before." So I had a quick bite, have some water, and what's that time? Lead, welcome in, and she is. I've got cables hanging in front of my chair, getting in the way of knees. There we go. I was like, wasn't sure. Bots are being weird. Twitch is being weird. I wasn't sure if that would trigger. What was that? A lurk and twerk. Lurk and twerk. Nice. Yeah, my cable management. So what I currently have is um, this camera, this ring light that's pointing down at the Lego, um, my mouse, and my phone charging cable are all plugged into a USB hub that then goes into the laptop. So the mouse cable here actually goes around behind the laptop and then in on the left of the hub. Then I've got the phone charger. Then I've got, I think which cable's that? The lights and then the camera. But the camera has a really long cord and it's sort of hanging down off the edge of the table here. Um, the light has a second arm on it that's meant to hold like a phone holder, but I've got that sort of bent down under the table into a little sort of C shape, and that sort of holds the cables as a tiny little loop to pull them through and keep them up away from my knees. But yeah, one day I'll get some proper equipment and have things, things will have their place and things can just plug straight in. One day. But for now, my brother has given me Dobby. I am a free apple. Welcome back, Korg. Cheers to the bit earlier when things were not behaving. As a comparison, it's still sitting on only 10 frame drops for the last hour and 3/4, as opposed to 2,000 frame drops in 10 minutes. So the computer seems to be working okay. It was also working when um, I had the browser open, I had Studio open, and I had Lego Digital Designer open. Um, Korg. And cheers for those ones. That was unexpected. But careful, we just had one more frame drop. uh, Thank you very much, Korg. Yes, the gunpla will be tomorrow. That's the plan. Um, Today is the birthday Lego. Ooh, nice kit. Nice witch kit. If only, pardon me. If only I had it right here, ready to show and tell. Led. The wonderful Korg got me this for my birthday. So that will be built this weekend. And I'm looking forward to it. Yes, I went down to check out my local hobby store for the first time, and Korg was like, "I hear it's your birthday. Here you go." And I go, "Oh, just dropped the standing sticks." Now this isn't Lego. But yes, I bought myself um, some nippers. And yes, because they're not Lego, that doesn't count for an oops, which I also didn't. Looks like I didn't start in the bot, so I can drop all the Lego I want this stream, and it's not going to change the counter. Okay, so there's the sock, or at least part of the sock so far. I'll just tuck that into the. Oh, nice. I initially thought that these rounded parts were to stop them like hitting each other, but obviously the two sides of the book don't meet. They hold the sock in place so the sock doesn't slide out of the book. That's cool. Alright. And there's a lot of parts that you wouldn't normally have in this colour in this set. As we make our little house elf. Okay, and we've got some bricks. I do like the small booklet because it's got 98 pages, but it's only sort of A5 size. Actually, it's smaller than that because that's smaller than A4. It feels like A5 size. It, it's a nice change to having a big sort of folded, or even little booklets like this that get creased and folded in the box. Where's... Oh, there it is. It's like, where's that piece? Found it. Oh, look at that. So the let me find anyone that's built brickheads will know that I don't know. breaking apart too much. Inside the head of a brick head, behind all the snot bricks, is a 2x2 pink brick. So they all have a brain on the inside. Dobby has a heart. There's a little pink 2x2 jumper plate and a little gold heart that gets stuck down in the center of his torso. Oop. Throwing the Lego around. So this will get built in and you'll never see it. But there's a little heart on the inside of Dobby. That's kind of cute. And 2 legs. So it says to do this twice. We'll do it each step twice as we go rather than build one then the other. This is knee. Where did the tile go? So on the side. There's the other knee. Chuck those in there. Yeah, I showed off the Gundam for tomorrow. Look at the front. So yeah, now that heart is all tucked away, you never know it was there. Unless you built the kit. Yeah, tomorrow for me. About 20 minutes for you. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I go. Yeah, I was watching a stream on the weekend before going to the hobby shop, and someone was building one. They were in Southeast Asia, and the set they were building, was all the instructions were in Japanese, apart from like the numbers of the parts weren't, but pretty much everything else was Japanese. What am I putting over here? Okay, so we're getting tiles on his back. Interesting. We're going for a stud-free look at the back. Alright, that's on there. Flip it back over. And that goes to the front of the neck. And that goes to the front. More wedge plates to do little angles of the fabric. Nice use of these ones with the 45-degree cut through the slope to do some different ones. Okay. Happy Friday. Welcome in. So yeah, nice little use of slopes and the 45-degree cut slopes to just give a nice jagged look to his clothing. Right, so there's an arm. It's interesting that they've done the plates with the clips on them. They've done in this sort of light nougat color, but the ball joint for the shoulder and arm are still grey. And I wonder if that's just because they make so many of the part in the greys that they didn't bother making it in another colour. Oakaway build. And Perseus, I think, is the only appropriate response to that. Oh, have I seen this claw piece before that's being used for his fingers? Don't know if I have. Yes, Perseus, it was my birthday on Monday, and my brother has given me a Dobby. His fingers are cool. A bit posable. Yes, birthday Lego was always good. And my sister-in-law was glad when I was like, "Oh, I don't have Dobby, and B, I've been meaning to get one." So that worked out nicely. One moment while I look up Bricklink on my phone. I usually have Bricklink open in a browser window when I stream, especially doing a Lego stream. But with the way the laptop's been behaving today, I'm playing it safe and doing things on separate devices. Wait for that to load up. Why is that not loading? Yes, Perseus. So Dobby comes. The set has 3 bags. Bags 1 and 2 are Dobby. So I left them to last, and I started with bag 3 because bag 3 has the book. The sock is in bag 1. So when you build Dobby, you start with the sock, which clips in very nicely and doesn't fall out of the book. Bag 3 also has the stand to put him on, and the cake on a transparent dish as a little cake stand. And it's all layered and full of little, like it's a nice detail, but it also really ups the piece count by having a lot of those 1 by 1 rounds on it in the different layers. So yeah, it's got the cake and the book. All right, so now that clips on there. No, just the cake. All right, there's not many parts left. It looks like doing the other arm is the end of this bag. And it's just a mirror image of the other hand. So that's easy to do without the instructions. Clip the fingers on. Clip the thumb on. And there we go, bag 1. One is done. And my phone is still not loading my search. Come on. Look at Dobby. Dobby's set. And Dobby the House-Elf. Grab 2 while we're looking. It is a fun Friday. It wasn't fun initially. The computer was having issues, so I had to end stream while still on a starting soon and reboot the laptop and fire everything up again. But we got Lego now, so we're all good. Let's see what the parts list says for Dobby. So I'm now wondering if Groot has the same fingers or not. Scroll. Yeah, a lot of these light nougat parts are showing up as new, just because of the color. Oh, hello. The mouth is printed. You got stickers for the nameplate, but we can print the mouth. And this claw that they've got for his fingers is indeed a 2023 piece. But it's already in 18 sets. Ah, okay, yep. So Marvel and DC. Marvel and DC have a bunch of buildable characters. Is my Batman handy? Batman's not handy. But it's the same finger piece used for the Captain America, Wolverine, Batman, all of those figures. And now Dobby. All right. So on to bag 2. And get started on that. And how's your Friday, Perseus? What's going on in your side of the world? Just there. Oh, nice. You built your falcon already, didn't you? Or did you build the other set? There's about anything. Falcon in one sitting. Nice. The executor. Nice. We do have ads starting momentarily. Stretch, grab a drink, grab a snack. It's probably going to be a bathroom break time for me. And we'll see you back here in 2-ish minutes. Oh, what? Do this 2 times. Did you tell me at the start I was doing 2? Oh, yeah, I just didn't read that bit. Alright, I've done 1 foot. I'll do the other foot when I return. Okay, we're back. Alright, so I didn't read a step, or part of a step that said do this twice. So now it's time to do the other foot. So find all those parts again. Build up the layers. And where's that other slope? There we go. Oh, my nose is really itchy. Oh. I think it takes hundreds and thousands. I could see where that joke was going. Nice one. Alright, there's the feet. Feet and body. And it looks like most of these parts are now going to go into the head and ears for Dobby. Unless 1x5 plates are becoming a little bit more of a commonly seen piece. They're very handy for some builds when you need odd numbers. Don't think I've ever seen a 1x5 brick in the wild though. Alright, so Dobby gets 2 pink 2x2s inside his head. Brickheads just get 1 for their brain. Dobby gets 2. And there's a red Technic pin there. Inverted brackets around the. Well, I can't remember which one's inverted and which isn't of the brackets. One goes up, one hangs down. A couple more little curved slopes to round out the side of his face. There's the other one. It's tricky when all the parts are pretty much the same colour. So then try and find the one you're looking for. Alright, a few more bricks there. Clips on the side, they're going to be for the ears to clip on, no doubt. More brackets so that we can have studs facing outwards. What's next? Okay, got the more 1x5s across the front. Some jumper plates. Two by three. Quarter round tiles. And now we rotate. And we get more jumper plates on the back. I'm assuming they're called jumper plates because the stud is in the middle and you're jumping sort of off stud or half stud. If anyone does know, please feel free to confirm or correct my thinking to myself out loud. Alright, one of those goes down there. Another plate. Oh, stay flat. Alright, then his mouth comes in here. Oh, interesting way of doing the eyes. The eyes are on one of those rounded 2x2s where the studs are on the top and the curves underneath. They're usually used as like a boat base. They're inside the book to hold the sock in place, but here they're the eyes. Tile on the back so they sit flush against the cheeks. Where's the camera? Up there we go. So the hollow stud clips onto the black pins beneath. There we go. Then we get a nose. And I've seen these parts are used, I'm pretty sure, in the botanical set as well. Basically, they're the front hood of a car with cutouts for wheels, and that is going on as the top of Dobby's head. So it already has the built-in eyebrow shape. Do like a bit of nice parts use. And I'm pretty sure we go back to the inventory. Yeah, so that part's not classified as new. This color comes in 2 sets. Yeah, the flower bouquet had roses this color. I think they were roses. And it used those as petals. 2x3 plate to hold them together across the top of the head. His nose gets a little bit of an extension. And rotate, and then technic joint gets it. Okay, so that's there's a little bit of wiggle there between the two plates, but the ball joint will make it posable on top of the body, because the torso started with the socket joint at the top. And then that will stay held in place with these arches, the 1x4s, from jumper plate to jumper plate. Step 70. Click. There we go. And this time I have noticed it says do this twice. This is now the ears. So we're very much on the downhill straight here. And there we go. Everything that's left is a 1x1 that you'd expect to see as a spare, except for there's a half round white tile, which is the back of the eyeballs. You get one extra of them. So then there's the little stand. And if you really want him to be secure on your shelf, there is the raised piece here with the studs on the side, so 1 foot can attach and clip into place. So then it's not the strongest of connections, but it stays together when you move it around. Already got a bit of dust on it from being out here in the garage. But yeah, nice posable tilting head. No worries, Bucks. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, even as a fixed sort of curved arm, there's still quite a bit of character in the arms and hands. That's really cool. The legs don't bend; they just stand straight. But he is pretty small. I should see what size he is next to Groot. Groot would tower over him. But there's Dobby. There's some Peck. And the book. So now Dobby has a sock. If I can get him to hold it properly. Maybe both hands are needed. Open up the thumb. There we go. He's been given a sock. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining in to watch today's build. A few technical issues earlier in the afternoon. But once we got going, the sock. Oh, Kara gave me a real sock to give him as well. Yes, there's Dobby. He's pretty cool. Dobby is free. And before we did Dobby, we did the pixel art mosaic. The design of each individual picture is from PicStitch. Let's do. And I put that in there, so that should work. So that's the mosaic I've done up. And then we moved on to Dobby, which was my birthday present. We'll be back tomorrow. I think afternoon. At some point, I did put it in my schedule. But if you are following, look out for a notification. Let me just double check what time I said, so that I don't contradict myself. At the moment, I've got it set for noon tomorrow-ish. So we'll see how I go with that. Things don't always start on time, but noon tomorrow, we'll be back with some not Lego building. Another birthday present, we'll be building Gundam Farract HG model. So that'll be my second Gundam, so that'll be a fun experience. But for now, that's it for today. That's my Lego building. Gonna head off for some dinner, but first we are going. All right, we are going to raid. We're going to raid across to. Oh, that's another type. I'm going to raid over to Korg, who gave me that Gundam for my birthday. I don't have any raid messages set up. Don't want to trigger anything with too many capitals or weird characters like exclamation marks and emotes and things. So we're just going to head over there and just say g'day from me, I guess. And we'll go check out what he's building tonight. So thanks everyone, and we'll see you next time. I'll get that ready to go. I'll bring up that screen. And I'll just bring that up on my phone, make sure this is ready to work. And we'll see you over there.